Hey everybody. Welcome to another exciting adventure of Javier in the air. A little different location, other side of the table. So we only have two items for today's show, and that's because we have another special spirit time for everyone. So we're going to have Trash in the Hood. Going to show the couple of days, 3 days I believe, that I got out this week to pick up some trash, show the trash, and then we're going to come back and jump into our fourth annual pumpkin beer tasting with Brother Rob and myself. So most of the show, actually the rest of the show will be that. Might be a little bit longer than normal. If it goes too long, I might have it as a second part for next week. So let's go and start off right off the bat with Trash in the Hood. Dark Frog Social Media presents Trash in the Hood, Week 61. Here we are, week 61. Unbelievable that I'm still able to get out there and do it, which I like, and collect all this trash. So you see there, it's about 41 cigarette butts, I believe, a bunch of trash, cardboard underneath that talked about a garage sale, and then a bunch of the regular junk. This is day 4, and here I think we have 41 or 42, something like that, or 30 I should say, cigarette butts, and then a bunch of other junk. Lots of little stuff this week. It was amazing that that's good, because a lot of the big stuff is then either being picked up or not dumped. But still, and then you have day 6. This is the Java Walk, and you see there's a lot more stuff, of course, along El Salito and Hatch, and then also up Little Elm Trail. And it also found a bunch of tobacco pouches, like they kind of use it instead of chaw now. It was really weird. And then the normal bunch of junk. So just a regular day, week 61, Trash in the Hood. Okay, so there you go. So hopefully everything went well. I know last year, I think last year for the pumpkin beer tasting, I had a lot of issues, technical difficulties, and lost a lot of the audio and everything. So I set up 2 cameras this time, one using my camera phone, one using the camera that you see me on right now. And I'm hoping that I got the audio working well. I'm going to be using one or the other, so I'm going to be trying a new thing this year for it to see if I can do it. Hopefully, if not, I'll go back to just having one of the videos, that as long as there's audio with it. But really enjoyed it. Thanks to Brother Rob for coming out. 8 beers this year. Had a good time. Still feeling good. Thanks, Ma. And so here we go. Let's do the 4th annual pumpkin beer tasting. Hey everybody. Hey. Welcome to the fourth annual pumpkin beer tasting.
Four.
I did 4. So there we go. Brother Rob and myself. Here we are. We have 8 beers to choose from. So we're going to do 4 as quickly as we can, but not too quickly. And then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to do the other 4. So I got 2 cameras going. Hopefully I'm in this one. I am. I can see myself. I might do some adjustments after the 4. So let's start off with Tups, the
Sensational Pumpkin Bach.
Sensational Pumpkin Bach.
Sin. Isn't it Sin? S-I-N?
No, it's Z-I-N.
Okay.
Oh, no, it is Sin. Sensational.
I don't even have my glasses on, and I can read it.
5.9 ABV. 5.9.
It's a Bach.
It is a Bach. So grab your glass, bro.
It's ready to go.
First one of the 4th season of pumpkin tasting. So we're doing a little bit more than we had last year at the pumpkin tasting we did with a bunch of people who got totally upset because it was horrible beer, they said. So we
said fuck them all, it's just the 2 of us now.
Said fuck them all, we're just going to do the 2 of us. Because obviously they don't know good pumpkin beer. Right. And we didn't have these, so these are different ones now. I think maybe we had one pumpkin sombrero. We had pumpkin sombrero Everything else we haven't had before, so it's not like we're just picking beers we like. Here we go. Well, it's a good one to start with. Let's put it that way. It's definitely a Bach. We didn't get a little spit.
No, it's okay.
Spit thing.
It tastes like water. I mean, I have like a hint of Bach to it, but there's no other flavor other than a hint of Bach. There's no pumpkin flavor. There's no like strong malty Bach flavor. No, it's just.
And also,
it's
so
water.
hopefully our voices are being caught up enough as well. Rob may need to be a little bit louder for the other.
Rob is plenty loud. Don't worry.
Whatever. So Rob is right. Unfortunately, I have to say he's correct. It tastes like water with some kind of weird mildew funk at the end. So I'm gonna let Brother Rob go first on this one. Now we're going between 1 and 10 thumbs up. So how many are you giving it?
3.
He's giving it a 3. I'm giving it a 3. So that's 3s for Tup's sensational
Pumpkin Bach.
pumpkin Bach. I can't even remember it. That's how bad it is. We're gonna move that to the shit bucket. And now we're gonna go. Did you get a bottle opener?
No. Let me get a spit bucket also.
So he's getting a spit bucket and a beer bottle opener. So we're gonna try the next one, which is from Elysium Brewery. Now Elysium had a 12 pack of beer. So I picked up this 12 pack, and also if I lose the camera, I'm trying to hit both cameras. So, and actually this one may need to be. We're not getting enough there. All right. So anyway, this is Elysian. This is their Imperial Pumpkin Ale. They're calling it the Great Pumpkin Imperial Pumpkin Ale. This is brewed with pumpkin and spices. This is an 8.4 ABV, so that's why it made the list. 8.4. Unfiltered may contain sediment.
Yeah, it's got
There's got some sediment on there,
hopefully
so
that's a pumpkin pulp.
Yeah, maybe pumpkin pulp and not bacterial worms.
Let me just say, I'm a bit skeptical. Javier bought the Elysian
I told him.
sampler pack
Yeah.
of pumpkin beers. They have 4 different beers, and any brewery who's going to do 4 different beers, I can't imagine that they're all standouts. So I'm very skeptical. I think there might be one of the 4 might be good, but I can't believe that all 4 are going to be
And
tasty.
here we are, someone talking shit. Let's see how we get. It pours better than the other one. That pumpkin Bach was a no-go. A no-go. It's definitely got a better pumpkin smell to it as well.
Yeah.
I have to say it's much better. It's hitting all the right points for it.
It definitely has a lot of pumpkin flavor. I'd be curious to see if you read the ingredients, if they added like pumpkin pie spices to it.
It does say spices, so they probably added pumpkin pie spice to it. Which, by the way, for a lot of people who don't know, pumpkin pie spice doesn't have pumpkin in it. It's the spice you use for pumpkin pies. So when you're out there going, let me have a pumpkin pie spice latte, you're not having pumpkin. It may smell like pumpkin, may even taste like pumpkin. No pumpkin in it. So when someone says, hey, you like pumpkin? You don't really know, because you're eating the spice. You're not having the pie.
It's not bad.
All right, so for this one, I'm going to be a little bit nicer. I'm going to go first. I'm going to give it a 4.
I'm going to give it... I'm going to give it a 6, actually.
6.
Because I do
So
taste pumpkin.
here he was calling my pack.
And I do see sediment at the bottom.
Yeah.
Which, again, I'm assuming that that's actual pumpkin. Because it's supposed to be packed with pumpkin when they made it. So,
It
I don't know.
could be
It's
like
good.
that kombucha where it's got like a bacterial mat at the bottom. Pass that
I can't
way.
do that.
So that was Elysian. Great pumpkin ale. So now we're going to try something called Brits. You want to pour some water in that glass? Not that glass, this glass.
Yeah.
Brits Brew. And
That's too much.
Brits Brew. This is an Imperial Pumpkin Ale as well. It's 10.5% ABV. That's 10.5% ABV. And let's see. This is from
Save the World.
Save the World.
So, if you remember, in year one, the winner was Jacob's Relief from Save the World.
That's right.
So I'm very excited to try this. This is brand new. It's so new it's not even listed on Beer Advocate.
Okay.
They just came out with it. So I'd be very curious to see, because we haven't seen Jacob's Relief since that first year.
Since that first year, we have not.
So I'd be curious to see what this tastes
And Save the World is out of Marble Falls, Texas.
like. Yep.
So
Right
let's
down
see
the
what.
road.
Right down the road. Let's see what we got.
Oh, we gotta get rid of this.
This is number 3, by the way. Save the World. Ooh. Pours nice, 10.5%. So it should.
It is an
Doing it.
Imperial Pumpkin Ale,
Yes,
but it looks like a stout.
it does look like a stout almost. It's very dark.
Porter.
See if you can see that. Very dark, very dark. It looks really dark on this camera. This camera has more of a ruby gold. I went with a little bit lower pixels because it make the video a little bit smaller for all you nerds out there. So here is the Save the World. Brits Brew. This is nice. This is nice.
It's nice.
You definitely get the alcohol. It is hitting more like a port or a stout than anything else.
It's more like a porter.
Or a porter, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
porter.
I don't taste a ton of pumpkin in it.
There is that. Maybe that's why we like it so much, because it has less pumpkin spice in
I mean, it
it.
doesn't have the spice, but it doesn't have like any real pumpkin flavor either.
True.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm a little let down. Save the World. But you know, Scott from Boutique, by the way, was telling us recently, not recently, within the last 2 years, Save the World was bought out. It was a mom and pop shop, but
Yep.
then it was bought out by another mom and pop shop, I want to say. So it wasn't bought out by like Anheuser-Busch or anything. But still, it's no longer the original Save the World folks. It's a different team.
Gotcha.
And so their logo is a little bit different. And
Overall, I think it's not a bad beer. I just don't think that it hits the criteria of what we're trying to do today, which is pumpkin. I don't taste any pumpkin at all in it. No pumpkin spice, no pumpkin puree, no just big chunks of pumpkin, not even rind or anything. So it's definitely not. I'm gonna go with a 3 because it doesn't hit any of the parameters we needed for pumpkin beer tasting. How about you, Brother Rob?
I am actually going to be generous, and I'm going to give them a 4.
Oh,
And the reason it's a 4, and unlike the first one, which had no flavor and was not good at all, this one actually has good flavor. It's drinkable. I like it. It's just not very pumpkiny. So,
all right. So you heard it. That's Brits Brew out of Save the World, 3 and a 4. There's the pinky in case you can't. I can tell it's hard to see that one. Okay, so now we're gonna be on our 4th beer. We're gonna take a break after this. Cleanse our palates, clear up, stop the video so that we can have 2 videos, so it's not one extra long one. Makes it easier on me. So we're back to Elysian now. This is their Night Owl Pumpkin Ale. Pumpkin Ale. Pumpkin Ale. Pumpkin Ale. All right, so Elysian, by the way, actually this is our award-winning pumpkin ale, brewed with pumpkin and spiced in conditioning with nutmeg, clove, cinnamon, ginger, and allspice. So it's pumpkin spice. That's pretty much what pumpkin spice is, a combination of all those.
yep.
So this is 6.7 ABV. It is unfiltered and may contain sediment. Once again, like the other Elysian one. Where are they out of?
I think they're out of Washington, if I'm not mistaken.
They are out of Washington, Seattle, Washington, and then they also have a facility in Portland, Oregon. So let's try that.
Now, Elysian also was a craft brewery, but they were bought out by one of the big boys. I don't remember who bought them out, but somebody, one of the big beer makers, now owns Elysian. I don't remember who.
Get the beer so you can see it as I pour it. All right. By the way, I'm drinking out of my New Belgium Brewing Company glass, by the way. Which one are you drinking out of?
Last Stand. Local,
Last Stand. There you go.
local brewery. So.
All right, here we go. This is definitely pumpkin spicy. I don't taste pumpkin, I taste pumpkin spice. All those ones that they just talked about, nutmeg and cinnamon and allspice and all that, that's what I can taste in here. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's tasty.
It's very tasty.
It's tasty. But
very
now,
spicy.
if we actually think about it, pumpkin without any spice at all, what does it taste like? Nothing.
Yeah, not
it tastes
much
like
to
any
it,
other
so-
squash. So
Yeah.
it's got to have some of the pumpkin spices in it, even just to bring, like if it has pumpkin in it, it's got to have some of the spices just to bring out the flavor. Otherwise, there's no flavor.
There you go.
That's
there
my
you
point.
go.
Squash doesn't have a ton of flavor. Any squash in general.
No, no, it does not.
Unless
Picks
you
up the
add
flavor
some
of
spices
anything
to
else
it,
you
so.
do to it.
Anyway,
Good point. Good point.
impress your friends.
Old man information right
Impress
there.
your friends.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give this a 5 because I'm being generous and I like the spices in this one, and it's the last one before we take a break. What about you, brother Rob?
I will give it a 5 also.
All right, so
It's 5.
we have a 6, 2 5s, a couple of 4s, and a lot of 3s. So we will come back, cleanse out our palate, maybe get something to eat that's not spicy, and we'll come back and we'll do the 4 other beers we have left. Be back in a minute.
All right, so this year you'll send it to me right away, as soon as you can, and then I'll take all the tasting notes.
Do that.
Because last year, did you?
All right.
All right.
Okay, and we're back. Well rested. Didn't eat anything, but that's okay. Yeah, wrong one. Let me adjust this camera.
I'm gonna try and practice.
I think that'll work
One of
better
these
so I don't have to
fucking
crouch
things
down.
That one works.
Yeah, there we go. Much better. Not so good on this one. Blocking the camera.
All right, one more time.
All
That's it.
right. All right. That works on that one. Okay, so here we are. 4 down, 4 to go. We replenished our water. We washed out our glasses. We got our bottle opener ready to go. But we're going to start with the can first. We're going to start with, I didn't bring my glasses.
Dumbass. Martin House.
Martin House. Their Super
Super
Smash Pumpkin Stout. This is 10% ABV.
The Martin House is out of Fort Worth,
Yep.
Texas. We've had some of their beers before. So.
Yes, Fort Worth. Does it say the ABV?
I don't know.
But here's the. This is why I would have bought it. You see that right there? That Pumpkin Warrior Horror Fest. Like Pumpkinhead, that movie Pumpkinhead. It doesn't say.
It's okay, I'll find it.
All right, he's looking for the ABV since none of us have our glasses with us. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Pass me a glass. Back to my New Belgium. Ooh, it looks dark. This is real dark. Yeah, well, it is a stout, but there we go. Pumpkin stout. So let's see whether it has pumpkin, or if it has spices, or if it has both. So we're gonna check it out now.
10% ABV.
10% ABV. Brother Rob knows how to pick the ABV, by the way. So here we go. Pumpkin stout. Definitely has the smell of a stout, but I don't smell any pumpkin or spices.
No, but I taste a little.
I do taste a little, but it seems almost in competition with the other flavors that a stout normally has.
Well, that's what the problem with having the pumpkin stouts all the time is that the stout takes over. But this is not bad.
This is not bad, though. You're right. It's not bad.
And it's supposed to have a chocolate flavor and smell, and it does, which makes it very tasty.
Which to me, I think actually interferes with the pumpkin.
It does, but
I like it, but it interferes with it. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and continue my tradition this year of giving it a 4. I'm giving it a 4. It's not a bad stout, but the combination of its chocolate that it normally would have with this pumpkin, which is probably, again, like Brother Rob was saying, probably more spice than pumpkin pulp, kind of interferes with the taste. I'm not liking the combo, so I'm giving it a 4.
6.
6 right off the bat. Look at that.
I like the chocolate taste. It's not gonna win because it's not as pumpkiny, but flavor, like in general, like I love a good stout, and it's a chocolatey stout with a little pumpkin. 6.
See? This is what happens with old age. You start getting your palate a little bit more expanded, I guess you should
We'll be drinking this one later.
Alright, so we'll be drinking that one later. So now we go back to our friend in the Elysian Fields. So Elysian, this is their Punkaccino. Yeah, coffee pumpkin ale. This is Punkaccino coffee pumpkin ale. I'm going to show this camera that. Then I'm going to show that camera that. So, and by the way, I hope that this audio is coming through. We're using 2 different microphones for 2 different cameras, and hopefully I have everything set up right. Otherwise, this is going to be a shitty video with us doing stuff, but there's not going to be any audio. So, and sorry for the language, man. Sorry. Alright, so here we go. Punkaccino.
Nice color.
And it's got a nice color to it.
Nice coffee color.
There's that. There it is for that one. Wow. What is that smell?
I thought it was you.
That ain't me. I haven't let loose in a while. It's very interesting though.
It's not a strong smell.
There's a very interesting smell.
I think it's the coffee.
It could be the coffee. You know what? It is the coffee. It's like when you first open up a bag of really old beans.
Yes, because it's not a fresh...
not a fresh ground smell or coffee bean smell. It's like an older set of beans, and you're about to grind them, and you're like, well, it's the bottom of the bag. I
got no more coffee.
Yeah, I got no more coffee. I can't put any more eggshells in the coffee. For those of you who know, you know. So I need to use these beans, and they kind of put forth the smell, but not really because they're older.
No, sorry. Not even as a coffee beer does it taste.
Yeah, it's like really sad coffee again. Like it's been your business is about to fail. You don't have any more cookies or candy in the break room. Everybody's complaining, and you're reusing the coffee grounds. That's kind of what it tastes like to me. Sorry, Elysian, but this one is really not a winner. I'm gonna go with a 2 because I never really go down to 1, except I think 2 years ago when we had some really bad pumpkin and beer. So I'm gonna go with a 2 on this one.
What do we give the buck? 2 or 3?
No, we gave it a 3.
Oh. Well, then I'm going to be consistent because this is about on level with that sad ass Bach.
So you're gonna go 3
I'm going 3.
for the quote sad as Bach. You heard it here,
Sad as Bach.
Elysian. We're looking at you.
Well,
for,
sorry, Tufts sad ass Bach.
Oh, the Tufts. It
So
was Tufts, but
full-grown man, which was their pumpkin spice beer, is not available yet.
no full-grown Jack.
Oh, sorry, full-grown Jack.
Yeah, it's not available yet, so it didn't make the cut.
We
this
may
year.
have to do pumpkin tasting number 2 because St. Arnold Pumpkinator is not available yet. Full-grown Jack's not available yet. There's
Yeah.
probably like a few others that are going to be.
So we
available.
might have 2 if we can get some people. So anybody that may be interested, I know Jana thought about making it out and she couldn't make it, so it's unfortunate. But if anybody else is interested in having pumpkin beer tasting with us, come on down. I can readjust the cameras so that we can get everybody in and have more microphones and that sort of thing, so that we don't lose anybody's talk. So here we go. He's already going. It's how
Because
bad
I know pumpkin sombrero.
he already knows this one. This is clown shoes, pumpkin sombrero. This is really part of our repertoire. Not repertoire. This is part of our go-to pumpkin beers when pumpkin comes around. So
And why? Not because it tastes a lot like pumpkin, but because we love clown shoes. Because
Love clown shoes.
the ABV is really high.
Yes.
And it's a great stout. In the past, has not had a lot of pumpkin flavor, but we will see. But it's a good stout.
It's a good stout. Here's great. Clown Shoes does a great job at designing their beer cans.
They also make a chocolate sombrero that is really good as well.
Yes. So we love Clown Shoes. So Clown Shoes, if you would like to sponsor this show, just reach out to me, Javier in the Air. On YouTube, my handle is Javier in the Air 01, all one word. And you could sponsor us. And then people can start blocking my video because it is sponsored, rather than thinking it's sponsored and blocking it when it's not. You know who you are. So here we go.
Mom, stop blocking his video.
Yeah, Mom, stop blocking the video. You can talk about it while I try it.
Yes, so actually this year it has more pumpkin flavor than I remember it ever having. It's not my favorite. It's not bad, but it does have more pumpkin flavor than it has in years past. It doesn't taste just like a stout. I taste some pumpkin in there. So kudos, Clown Shoes.
Kudos,
way
Clown
to add a
Shoes.
little pumpkin flavor in there.
I'm gonna give this one a 5, which I think is the best one I've given so far.
I'm gonna give it a 5 also.
Double 5, that's 10. That is great. It's good. Clown Shoes,
Good job, Clown
pumpkin
Shoes.
sombrero. Good job once again. I will be tagging all the breweries as well on the show in the metadata, so you'll be able to search by that also. And I will tag it on Facebook. So while Rob's cleaning up so we can go to our last beer, I want to remind everyone that I am always looking for a co-host for an episode or 2. If you have a mom or pop organization that you would like to have on the show, by all means, let me know and I can get you on the show. And we'll go from there and see. So
Or
anything
if
you
you're
want
a
to do.
female with low standards,
What's that?
if you're a female with low standards, you'll take that.
If
also.
you're a female with low standards, come on by. Yeah, bright purple door in the front. If you're looking for some sad older Mexican, here you go. More power to you. Hablo español. So just come on by. Okay, maybe I
The
don't.
last one.
All right, last one. Elysian once again. Again, this is from its pumpkin party pack. Oh, if they're not using that, I coined that Elysian. You owe me money. This is Dark O' the Moon. This is their pumpkin stout. This is 7.5 ABV. And surprise, surprise, once again, it's saying that it is unfiltered, so there is sediment at the bottom. Ooh, this is so dark we can't even see the bottom. So that's good news, people. That's good news. Oh, and by the way, there's the Dark of the Moon. Yes, it's a play on words. Oh, oh. This is nice. Excuse me, folks. Um, very low amount of head on there. Rob's got none, actually.
That's the way I poured it. It's the way I poured it.
Really, really dark. So if you can see that, really dark, even on both cameras. Not much of a smell to it, though.
I'm not sure what that tastes like.
That's pumpkin spices.
But
It's pretty much the allspice, not the
like they overdid one of the spices.
They
and
overdid
it's probably
the
the allspice, which is not one that you want to overdo.
No, it is not. It is allspice. That's the overpowering.
Yeah. I didn't know you
Allegiant,
had such a sensitive palate. It's
pumpkin pie. Not the beer, it's from
so
the pie.
you've done pumpkin pie with too much allspice before, and so you know what it tastes like.
I know what it tastes like. All right, so it's definitely the allspice. Gives it a weird kick at the back end. Not cloying, but close to. Elysian, you have done us wrong once again. I apologize. If you'd like to give us another pumpkin party pack, copyrighted Javier in the Air 2023, you certainly can dispute it. We can have a tribunal of Brother Rob and myself and one other, and we can then taste these all again. Contact me and we can set something up. So, last beer, unfortunately not the best beer, last beer of the show. Brother Rob?
I'm going to give this a 3.
It's giving it a 3, Elysian, a 3. I'm going to give it a 2. That back end of that spice, what I'm pretty sure it's all spice, is just too much on the end there. It makes everything kind of chalky at the end. So, giving it a 2. So, Elysian has not done well. I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank Brother Rob for making it out here today for that long trip that he did.
So we're gonna go back. We're gonna go away and then come back and give a winner. Right? We can't just
taste
you're right.
A winner. We will come back and we will have a winner. He is right. We'll talk about the winner and why we both chose the one overall, and we will come back and talk about it then. So we'll be right back, and then I'll have the thank yous.
You almost forgot the winner, man.
Thing. I have the Facebook Messenger open, and I kept hitting stop. After great consideration and debate, we have decided on the winner of the 4th annual pumpkin beer tasting. Let's give the runner-up. We have a runner-up and a winner.
Yep.
Go ahead, Rob. Talk about the runner-up.
Runner-up is the very first one we tasted was the Elysian Great Pumpkin, and we liked it in that it had like very good pumpkin spice. It had pumpkin flavor, but it tasted almost artificial. So like if you've had like banana liqueur or banana in a flavoring in a drink that tastes like so strong that it's like, okay, bananas don't really taste this way because the flavors are just too concentrated. That's what this tasted like. Not bad, but again, whatever pumpkin flavor was in there tasted almost artificial. Should I talk about clown shoes now, or do you want to talk about clown shoes?
No. Well, I can. Everything Rob said about the runner-up, I agree with. It's pumpkin, but yet it's not pumpkin. So that's all I have to say on that. So Rob, why don't you declare who the winner is for the 4th annual pumpkin beer tasting with two brothers, more than likely.
The winner is Clown Shoes, and this 3rd time is a charm because this is the 3rd time that we have tried Clown Shoes pumpkin sombrero, and this was the most pumpkiniest, if that's a word, Clown Shoes pumpkin sombrero they've ever had, and therefore it wins our 4th annual pumpkin beer tasting.
There you go. I totally agree. I think the whole thing. I don't know if at this point I think pumpkiniest is definitely a word at this point.
Yes,
has the most pumpkin in it. Again, this is the third year that we've had clown shoes, and I think they're beginning to dial it in. It's the best one for this group. I don't think I remember tasting anything other except maybe the Wasatch pumpkin that we did last year. That was number one. But this is you're getting their clown shoes. Good job. So there you have it for our fourth annual pumpkin beer tasting. We'd like to thank Brother Rob for coming out, being on the show, and giving his expertise on pumpkin and pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice.
Yes, thank you.
And if you are interested in maybe if we do a pumpkin beer tasting too, let us know. We'll get you on the show. Like I said before, when I thought we were gonna head out, but we didn't. If you're interested in being on the show, whether you have something you're passionate about, whether you have a mom and pop business, either near or far, we can get you on a Zoom call and get you talking about your business and anything along those lines. You know the two that we don't have on the show. Anybody else wants to be on the show, just let me know. If you have any comments or concerns or suggestions, please also either comment on the show or send me an email. So here's to the 4 years. Hopefully we'll have number 5, and maybe we'll have some more people. So there you go. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Adios. And there you have it, everyone. Fourth annual pumpkin beer tasting in the works. Only a few minutes past 30 minutes, so we made it very, very quick. So that's fantastic. So have a good weekend, everyone, and I will have another episode up of Javier in the Air next week. Thanks a lot, everyone.